Hey, Shalom. First off, I'm going to start up by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. It's all praises to the Lord calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, being the name of the Lord Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful lake preaching his word in truth and sincerity on the brother Tazabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. And I wanted to go into a few articles touching on these gas price hikes. It says ditching Russian oil will be catastrophic for global markets, Moscow warns. It says removing Russian oil from the market would make energy prices skyrocket over $300 per barrel, which, if you want some understanding on really how deep that is, got two articles, and Lord will I put this all in there, right? Now, the first one says, what are the prices at the pump, right? Crude and diesel prices, right? And it says, let's see, right, all right, here it is. This is the biggest single component of retail gasoline prices. Is the cost of the raw material used to produce the gasoline, crude oil. Recently, that price has ranged between $50 and $70 per barrel, depending on the type of crude oil purchase. With the crude oil at these prices, a standard of 42 gallon barrel translates to one 19 and 167 a barrel at the pump. We've been above that because of taxes and everything, right? So at that 119 and 167, we're looking at 250 to 285, right? Excess taxes add another 49 cents on the gallon on average, right? So that's where you get to that $2 mark. Now it says that there are additional costs to refine, transport, and sell gasoline at retail outlets, which gets you another 53%, right? So another 53 cents, right? It says the excess tax averaged another 17%. This leaves 30% for the refiners, distributors, and retailers, right? Now, so at 45, at $50 and $70, you get the gas prices at that $2 and 75, 85 cents mark. Now, when it gets up to $100, now we're at the 335 mark. Now, when it gets up to $125 a barrel right now, as it is, now you're looking at average gas prices across the nation at above $4, $5 almost, right? It says removing Russian oil from the market would make energy prices skyrocket to over $300 per barrel of oil, Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak said on Monday, adding that Russia is not dependent on the West and can reroute its supplies elsewhere. It says the European officials are once again seeking to put all the blame on their own recent energy policy shortfalls on Russia, right? And that's really what they're doing, right? They're going to say, oh, these things are, the gas prices hiked up because of what's going on in Russia. No, gas prices are hiked up because you devils aren't sitting there caring about the normal everyday man. You only care about your profit and what you want to happen. Now, it says Russia has a reliable partner for Europe for many decades, Novak said, adding that Moscow has been supplying the European nations with roughly 40% of their gas needs. 40%. And not only that, not only 40% of their gas needs, Russia accounts for 25% of world grain production, right? And now they're sanctioning everything, so famine is on the way, right? It says the deputy prime minister made his comments after gas prices in Europe hit record highs of almost $3,900 $3,900 per 1,000 cubic meters, while the price of Brent crude oil surpassed $130 per barrel. Ooh, for the first time in a decade, right? Those are some serious price hikes. Now you know these people are going to start riding, right? You know these people are going to start riding. I remember when gas was going gas was going crazy in what, like 2015, and people were putting up memes saying $5 ain't enough for me to give you a ride anymore, right? So the reason why I bring these out is because you got to tie these things to prophecy, right? The second is just 9 and 1. This is your job. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of these signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Now, when you measure these times, you look at what's going on and what scriptures could happen, what scriptures are happening, what things are being prepared to happen, right? This is how you measure the time diligently. You really consider all these aspects and see how, possibly this can happen off of this, possibly that can happen off of this, right? Now, one thing that the scriptures talk about is what? Because when you have people sitting there paying $100 at the pump for jobs that don't pay them enough, let me see where it is. Right? When you have people paying, $100 at the pump for a job that don't pay them enough, to go do a job that don't pay them enough to afford that, that's when, everything starts shutting down extremely fast. And I was watching a video, and the brother brought out the I Am Legend gas prices, right? And this is what they're seeing in California, right? And look at what the gas prices are over there for I Am Legend. It says $6.63, $6.65, $6.87, $6.95, right? And then it says Super, $6.95, $7.25. So, and the brother made a nice point. That was at the point where people were still able to go to work. At a certain point, right, when he got to that $6.95, people stopped going. So the gas price really could have been way higher than that. In actuality, it's just nobody was there to work to put those numbers up. Right? So this is Isaiah 19 and 14. It says, Yahweh had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. He had caused Egypt to err, and every work thereof, as a drunken man staggering in his own vomit. And this is the work of Egypt, that the Lord is causing them to err, because at the rate that this stuff is going to happen, people are going to spaz out. And Esau thinks he's in control of the chaos, because his plan is, I'm in control. There's nothing better than controlled chaos. I was watching The Hunger Games, the first one, with my woman last night, and the governor, right? He told the dude that was managing the games. He said, hope is good if it's in check, right? A little hope is good if it's in check, but a lot of hope is dangerous. And he told him a lot of hope is dangerous because what? He didn't want the people to sit here and get too rowdy. And what happened in the games? People got super rowdy, right? because they made these slips to where people woke up. Right? It says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggering in his own vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which had head or for which the head or tail, meaning the elite or the low man, branch or rush, may do. Right? There's going to be no work because you can't afford to go to work when prices are that high. Right? You can't afford to keep driving to a job that you got to be in person for when prices are that high. And when you're thinking about gasoline prices, how many products really use gas? How many products really use petroleum? You're talking about medication, petroleum based. Your plastics, petroleum based. Right? Vaseline, it's called petroleum jelly. Right? All these products, the packaging for your food, petroleum based. PPE, what they were talking about for so long, right? Petroleum based. A lot of it is petroleum based. So why it doesn't this is why it's not biodegradable like that. So all these things are being attacked right now. And that means what? Less and less is going to be on the shelves. It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman. It says, and it shall be afraid and feared because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, with the shaken over it. Right? And and that's what's going to happen, man. People are going to be afraid because what's happening now is going to cause extreme violence to where people see that nobody can afford anything. Nothing's going to be coming into the store anymore. If it does come to the store, it's going to be at a surprise because they were sitting there going over how people were raiding those freight trains that were driving across the U.S. and basically stealing stuff off the little freight trains and dumping the packages all over the railroads. Right? So imagine when food prices are super high and you see a damn bread truck driving through your neighborhood. You don't hold that nigga up. And niggas are going to hold that dude up and try to get what's on the bread truck. It says verse 17. It says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. And that's when Jake starts riling up, because the only thing that's keeping, and I've said this before, the only thing that kept Jake somewhat docile is the fact that he was able to sit here and eat top ramen and cereal all day. But when top ramen and cereal is no longer affordable, and he has to fucking face the fact that he has nothing, there's nothing going for him, he's gonna get pissed at everything. Judah, man. You take away that comfort from Judah, hey, man. Now you dealing with a hungry lion. It says the scriptures talk about who shall rouse them up. It says everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he has determined against it. Right? And another portion that you have to take in consideration is the Lord said he was going to send famines. Right? This is Matthew 24. And 6, it says, ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. All that is happening now. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So those famines and pestilences are being prepared. If you have petroleum-based medication and now petroleum is super high, what do you think the price of medication is going to? The price of meds are going to go up, skyrocket. It's going to go sky high. Right? You're not going to have any way to sit here and take care of yourself. Right? The scriptures tell you the Lord was going to send the evil arrows. Let's get that. Ezekiel 5:16, it says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for the destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break your staff of bread. And that's what's being prepared. The breaking of the staff of bread. You telling me if it takes you $100 just to get to fill your tank, What do you think it costs for a diesel to fill it? Right? Where they have to fill up their tank at least 2 times to get to and from where they were going, right? To drop off the goods. What that excess of cost to perform the duty, that price has to go somewhere. Somebody has to pay it, and it's going to be the regular everyday person. And these Edomites know this, right? These Edomites know this, and they don't care. Right? So for all you that were scoffing and talking shit, even now, there's still niggas scoffing and talking shit, and prophecies are coming to pass left and right. What are you going to do in the time of famine? Right? The scriptures tell you you're going to eat your children in a time of famine. It gets rough, right? But, just a quick video. I didn't bring out too many scriptures. I didn't want to make this long. But these are things that's been prepared. The way that this stuff is going to encapsulate everything, these old gas prices, the price hikes, people don't put it in a place. You just start thinking about the pump. It goes a lot further than a pump, right? Everything uses petroleum. Every single thing. It'll surprise you if you really take time. Let's just look that up real quick. All right, let's look it up. It's from rankedenergy.com. It says products made from crude oil. Says after crude oil is removed from the ground, it is sent to a refinery where different parts of the crude oil are separated into usable petroleum products. These petroleum products include gasoline, distillates such as diesel fuel and heating oil, jet fuel, petrochemical feedstocks, waxes, lubricating oils, asphalt. It says a U.S. 42-gallon barrel of crude oil. Well, now that's 125 right now for a $42 barrel of crude oil. Yields about 45 gallons of petroleum, right? Products in U.S. refineries because of the refinery processing gain. Says this increase in volume is similar to what happens to popcorn when it is popped. Right? Let's go on to the products. It says solvents, diesel fuel, motor oil, ink, floor wax, ballpoint pens, upholstery, sweaters, boats, bicycle tires, car body, sport car bodies, nail polish, dressers, tires, golf bags, cassettes, dishwashers, toolboxes, motorcycle helmets, caulking, petroleum jelly, CD player, faucet washers, antiseptics, curtains, food preservatives, basketballs, vitamin capsules, antihistamine purses, dashboards, cortisone, deodorant, putty, dyes. Look at this list. Look at this list. Hand lotions, water pipes, nylon rope, right? Plastic wood, which that's a goddamn double entendre. What the hell is plastic wood, right? Electric blankets, trash bags, shampoo, luggage, aspirin, right? That's the medication. Toothbrushes, clothes, combs, paintbrushes, vaporizers, balloons, sunglasses, heart valves, parachutes, crayons, enamel pillows, dishes, anesthetics, artificial turf, artificial limbs, dentures, model cars, folding doors, soft contact lenses, right? Fan belts, refrigerators, golf balls, toothpaste. See how many products actually use this, and all these are just some of them. It says a partial list of products from petroleum. 144 of 6,000 items. 144, bro. Right? Right. The scriptures talk about there's gonna be a time where let me get that. This is 2 Ezra 15. And this is about to come to pass in 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right? Is the time of one is coming. Right? Shalom.